Hello Aries, welcome. It's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. I hope you're all well wherever you are. This is your Fairy Oracle reading for January 2022 or thereabouts. It is a general reading, Aries, so please take what resonates with you, but leave anything behind that doesn't make any sense. It's most likely be for somebody else at this time. All right. Let's get started then, straight into your reading. So starting with the Animal Spirit Oracle deck, to get a couple of overall messages, overall energies for you. Alright, so what do we have for Aries? January 2022. Aries, January 2022. Alright Aries, so first of all we have Bobcat Spirit, and this says that life is a mystery, so there's something, nothing is determined. I feel this is saying the future isn't fixed at this point for you, and sometimes things happen that we just can't quite make sense of, can we? So life is a mystery, Aries. And the Frog Spirit, so clear out the clutter now. So it's time to clear out the clutter. Get rid of that which is no longer useful or no longer relevant for you at this time. And it could be to do with, clearing, having a look at your address book, your email addresses, text addresses, contact information on your phone perhaps, just for an example. And, are there numbers on there that, have no relevance for you any longer? So just get rid and clear. It's amazing how much better you feel once you do start to declutter in whatever area is relevant for you and important for you, Aries. Okay. Right, so using the Fairy Oracle deck by Brian Froud, what do you have for Aries for January 2022, please? What's important for Aries to be aware of at this time? Alright Aries, so we have the heart of your reading, what the challenges are for you at this time. What's in your power, ×2. A possible outcome dependent upon free will, of course, and free will of those around you. And also just something else that your guides would like to say to you at this time. Okay. At the bottom of the deck we have the Puke, and the Puke talks about ambiguity, paradoxical situations or thoughts. This is when it's difficult to know what's real and what's not real, what's right, what's wrong. It's that sort of an energy, a bit of a confusing energy, especially in this day and age with so much information out there, so easily accessible. Not all of it is factual, and that can provide some difficulties. Alright, so I'll just put that to one side at the moment. And another few shuffles. So could we clarify all of the cards on the table, please? Clarify all of the cards on the table, please, for Aries. I'll do that again. Right. Okay, I need to do another few shuffles. Okay. Alright, so at the bottom of the deck this time we have Fluff the Footer. And Fluff the Footer, this is very much about being grounded, staying grounded, helping yourself to be grounded. Fluff the Footer is massaging his feet, sitting on the toadstool, because it's important for him not to get carried away in his head or in his heart. So, you know, a need to stay grounded and stay real, if you like. But I suppose that's difficulty when it's alongside of the pook, which is a state of confusion. Perhaps that's why it's important to stay grounded, Aries. Alright, so at the heart of your reading we have the Master Maker and the Singer of Initiation. And the Master Maker comes forward to say, just when you thought you were the best you could be in a certain area, whether it's to do with your work or a hobby, or relationships, whatever it's to do with, the Master Maker comes forward to say, no, you can do better. You've got a bigger skin you can grow into. You can excel even more. And the Clarifier, the Singer of Initiation, this is whatever it is to do with for yourself, Aries. This is all part of your life process, your soul journey. And, you know, having to jump through the hoops of life, the challenges, face the challenges head on, and then go forward feeling wiser and more knowledgeable, and more informed, ready for when the next challenge comes along, and then, you know, having to deal with that. So it's the life initiation really that we all have to experience and go through at different times. All right, and so this is all part of your initiation, and it's important for you to know that you can excel or get even better at whatever this is to do with for you, Aries. So let's see what the challenges are. Well, we have Geo the Slow and the Maiden. So the challenge at this time is something slowing down, perhaps yourself slowing down a little, taking time out, having a rest, sitting back and watching the world go by, just like Geo the Slow is. He's nestled into the ivy on the tree and is in no rush to go anywhere or do anything. So he's quite content just to watch everybody else being busy. All right, but this is a challenge, and I feel what the message here is that you perhaps do need to be a little bit more like Geo the Slow, but it's a bit difficult for you to be able to do that. And it's concerning something new, something in its early stages. All right, so there's something in its early stages, right at the beginning, that needs looking after, that needs nurturing. And it could well be that a need to switch off a bit, slow down a bit, take your time, is something quite new for you, Aries. And so that needs a little bit of care and attention to nurture this energy of, you know, lying back and watch the clouds go by for a while. But that's a little bit of a challenge for you. Especially when the energies are also saying to you, yes, you can do better, you can excel, perhaps, and which could include being more focused on something, being, you know, a little bit more busy. So I can see now why perhaps we've got the pook here, paradoxical. What should you be doing? Should you be switching off and resting, you know? Or should you be picking up momentum, getting more busy, working harder on something? All right. Okay, it's important to stay grounded though here. So what's in your power now? Well, we have Mikkalamukkul and Tahara of the Waters. Now, Mikkalamukkul, this is a very childlike energy, though this is very much about taking each day at a time. Doing what is necessary each day. Don't dwell on the past, don't think too much about the future, what's coming. But take each minute, each hour, each day at a time and enjoy the process. And it's to do with your emotions. Your emotions, it's about managing emotions here, Aries. And the way to manage your emotions at this time is to adopt the Mikla Mukul energy. Try not to stress about what things that you've got no control over. Just enjoy daily activities. And that's going to help you with managing your emotions here. So what else is in your power? Well, we have She the Retriever, and we have Penelope Dreamweaver. She the Retriever, this is saying that there's something you thought you'd lost from the past, something that was gone forever, that you may have been a little bit sad about. But what She the Retriever is saying is, with a little bit of effort, Aries, you can retrieve it, you can get it back. It's not gone, it's not lost. It just needs a little bit of focus, effort, wish, determination. It can be retrieved. It'll be something different for all of you, Aries, of course. And the clarifier is the Penelope Dreamweaver. This is something that you've been wishing for, dreaming of, wanting, and trying to find a way of manifesting this into your reality. So it's something that from the past, but you can, with a bit of effort and continuing to adopt Penelope Dreamweaver energy, you're going to be able to retrieve and get it back. So a possible outcome here, we have the Bright Mother and the Singer of Transfiguration. The Bright Mother is very much the feminine principle. It's a mothering energy. It doesn't matter what gender you are. It's not gender specific. It's the energy of the Bright Mother. So here, as the lead energy, the lead card here, as a possible outcome, it's something to do with turning your back on distractions, on those or things that could distract you, and focusing on something in particular. I mean, the Bright Mother does tend to put others before herself because she's very caring and nurturing, and likes to help others to grow and have their needs met. But there's something in particular that she's focusing on here. And I feel in your role as the Bright Mother, Aries, this is about focusing on something needs to be focused on. It could be as in the role of a parent, but it doesn't have to be. It can be to do with anything that is important to you, for your emotions perhaps, and something you care deeply about. And the clarifier is the Singer of Transfiguration, and this is the phoenix rising up from the ashes. So this is something new. This is a new way of looking at something, a new way of being. It's certainly bringing in an energy of wiping the slate clean and refocusing on something possibly that you thought was out of reach now. And it's something you've been dreaming about and wanting. And I feel there's going to be an opportunity coming in for you, Aries, to take advantage of this. Wipe the slate clean and start again in a certain area. Okay. Because life is a mystery, and it'll help if you can clear, declutter your space, declutter your mind perhaps. Okay, what is it your guides would like to say to you now? All right, well, we have the Fawn and we have Leighton the Sylph. Leighton the Sylph is a very fast energy. She reminds me of Will-o'-the-Wisp, or fireflies in the garden at night when they dart from one tree to another. And just when you think you've focused on the firefly, it's gone and it's moved somewhere else. So that's the speed of Leighton the Sylph. So it's something about something being very quick, and it's to do with the Fawn. And the Fawn, this is a very being in the groove, things happening very smoothly and easily. No interference, no blockages. Progress, making headway, progress, no hitches. and it's happening very quickly. And of course all of this is linked to the master maker, you know, excelling in an area and being better than what you thought you could be, as part of your life initiation. But of course the challenges for you will be slowing down, staying grounded, slowing down, as you are nurturing and helping something to grow in its early stages. All this is a new experience for you, slowing down, that's a bit of a challenge for you at this time. But definitely what the energies are saying to you, they want you to adopt Mikkel and Mukkel energy, you know, to take each day at a time, and that's going to help you with managing your emotions, you know, adopt the childlike energy of Mikkel and Mukkel. There is something that you've been dreaming and wishing for and wanting to get back, and she the retriever says yes, you can, with a little bit of effort you can retrieve that. But there is something that is very meaningful for you that you're looking at now, going forward, and it's a new opportunity to wipe the slate clean and rise up anew and refocus. Okay, that's a lovely reading for you, Aries. So I'm just going to get two final messages. Could we have two final messages, please, for Aries to conclude this reading? Two final messages for Aries, please. For Aries, January 2022, to conclude this reading. Two final messages. Okay, so we have in the flow, so everything is smooth sailing, and I think we've already seen that, haven't we, coming out with the fawn. Things, you're in the groove now, things are going to be smooth sailing. So here it is again, coming away from the crowd, and just trust that, you know, the boat knows where it's taking you, your life knows where it's taking you now. In the flow, and grounding, and of course we had Fluff the Footer, didn't we, advising you to try to stay grounded here, because of paradoxical situations going on around you. So it's say take time out, again, go deep, explore your roots, perhaps get to the bottom of the situation, but definitely stay grounded if that means going by water. Some people find sitting by water or walking by a stream or a river or being near the sea helps them to be grounded. It could be meditating, yoga, or just walking in nature. Sometimes doing mundane household tasks can help us to stay grounded. All right, so this has come out twice as well. So we have some cards repeating themselves, and that only happens when there's a message that needs to be repeated within a reading. All right, Aries, I'm going to leave it there. I hope whoever this was for, and it won't be for everybody, but whoever it was for, you have an understanding of what the Fairy Oracle are trying to say. But it's a beautiful reading, nevertheless. Good luck going forward, and until next time, bye-bye for now.